What's up, guys? This is Mythic Trilliax, the third boss you'll experience in Mythic Nighthold. Going to talk about a few of the changes from Heroic to Mythic. Um, Honestly, this is the third boss. Like I said, it's pretty low level. There's not many changes that you'll notice from Heroic to Mythic as far as mechanical huge differences. Everything hits harder, does more damage, and is just a little bit harder. But there is one major change that we'll talk about. First thing, I'm just going to talk about a few of the heroic mechanics that you're used to. First of all, the cake does the same thing, still slows you by 30% for 30% for 1 minute. The good cake still absorbs damage. It absorbs 6 million damage in this difficulty compared to 2 million on heroic. The scrubbers still do damage when they explode, except it now one-shots. It's 6 million in this difficulty compared to 1.5 million in heroic, and everything's just about the same, except for the fact that Trilliax has a new ability called personality transference, which basically makes him spawn an ad, or a copy himself, I guess, that does all the mechanics that he does. If you actually read in the dungeon journal, I was a little confused by this before until I actually witnessed it ad when I was recording earlier. But basically, it's just all his mechanics listed over again, like Toxic Slice, Scrubbers, Cleansing Rage, Annihilation, like you're seeing now. It's all just the same exact thing, except for the fact that the ad doesn't do any of these abilities until it gets a certain amount of mana. So basically, what needs to happen is the ad needs to be killed before its mana pool fills, or else it will do some of the big abilities like you're used to, like Annihilation, or spawning Toxic Slices, which would eventually overwhelm your raid, or spawning more Scrubbers. Any of these things can happen, and also if two personalities get out at the same time, it can cause problems. I think this is where you're going to see your first personality transference. I believe, maybe not. But basically, this whole entire fight is just based around doing the heroic mechanics perfectly. Obviously, you can see that the room gets pretty overwhelmed if you're not using Sterilize to keep the ads out. And if the ads are just constantly blowing up, obviously you're going to die. So it's all about doing those mechanics perfectly. But it's also with the addition of a new ad, so or a couple of new ads. So that's the first thing you're going to deal with. You can see the personality coming out right now. That is the cleaner personality, which causes more Toxic Slices and also causes more purple, I believe, on the floor. So you can see they just kill it. Has, is that 800? No, 100 million. That's actually not that bad. I'd expect more. So, yeah, you just kill that ad as quickly as possible. You can see its mana pool filling up right now. 5 energy, roughly every 5 seconds. So, the most important thing is to really just kill that as fast as possible while also dealing with all the heroic mechanics. But if he ever does get to 100 mana, it's basically a wipe. So, other than that, you can watch the rest of this fight. It's 4 minutes long. They get to 12%. This, honestly, I expect this was pretty undertuned. I don't think anyone killed it. Oh, actually, someone did kill it. I was watching a video earlier, but it was a Fury Warrior. So, I expect that this is a pretty undertuned version, because if you only have to deal with one personality transference, I think it's a pretty sad Mythic fight, in my personal opinion, but who knows? What we'll see. So, basically, just to summarize, the changes are exactly nothing to heroic difficulty except the addition of the ad, but the heroic mechanics have to be done perfectly, or else that happens, or the room gets filled up with purple like you see there. So that's your explanation. Good luck, and we'll have a better strategy once I actually get some kill videos. Thanks, guys.